Miss Budweiser, Tom Deeth will be driving. The Miss Circus Circus, Chip Hanauer. The Mr. Pringles, George Woods Jr. The Winston Eagle, Jim Kropfeld. The Hulset, Miss Madison, Mike Hansen. And the provisional starter, the old boy Oberto, Mark Tate. As they come down to take the start, watch lanes 2 and 3. The Circus Circus in lane 2. Lane 3 is the Miss Budweiser. Right off the bat, Tom Deeth trying to get the advantage on the field. Puts his foot into it, and it's going to take it hard into the first turn. The Miss Budweiser, red and white, coming into that trouble spot on a turn, and he flies high. It looks like damage to the right side of that boat, Jim, as he tries to keep the power to it. Circus Circus has taken over the lead.
It seemed as though part of that right sponsor seemed to fly in the air, Dick, when he came down, cocked sideways. Now the Circus Circus gets a big jump, and that's that same spot we've warned them about all day long. That is the roughest part of the course, and it took a bite out of Miss Budweiser as we look at our leader and coming around for the first of 5 laps. The others were 3 laps. This is a 5-lap final.
And what's amazing about it is the Miss Budweiser not only got power back, but is holding on to second place. We're going to have to try to check out that damage to the right side sponson and see if Tommy Deeth can in actuality continue the race. A real good run now by Circus Circus Chip Hanauer. He said to me earlier he was going to try to wait and see if Miss Budweiser made a mistake. He was going to have his boat, the Miss Circus Circus, ready to move into position. That's exactly what happened and exactly what he did. It looked like the Miss Budweiser might have caught a roller as she came around on the first lap.
Shades of the last race in Evansville, Indiana, when the Circus Circus made a mistake, went way up in the air, and then came back down at Budweiser, then could not be caught. We'll see if that's the case here on lap number 2.
There you see the Winston Eagle. That boat is now running in 3rd place. That's Jim Kropfeld from Cincinnati, Ohio. The leader still is out of the state of Washington, Chip Hanauer in the Miss Circus Circus. Again, we tell you the Miss Budweiser is running in 2nd place after that damaging blow that it took at the beginning of the race. 130.780 for the Miss Circus Circus, which implies both boats are riding very hard. 4th place now, the multicolored GIF presents Mr. Pringles, George Woods Jr.
As we look at our leader coming off of that corner number 2 and down the back chute here on lap number 3, it is the Circus Circus with Chip Hanauer. Here, 2nd place is the Miss Budweiser running with a badly damaged right sponson, I might add. And I don't know how he could see how much damage his boat has suffered, but he still has his foot on the throttle.
He must have some indication from the ride of the boat as to what's happening to it, though, and we'll see if we can't pick it up with our cameras here in a moment to show you the damage that might have been done to the right side sponson of the Miss Budweiser. You can see the decking fly off the boat in the incident, but this boat is performing perfectly. This is the Miss Circus Circus, and I know that the pit crew headed by Dave Bilwalk is standing on the sidelines cheering hard and hoping nothing goes wrong with the boat. Mike Hansen is holding on to 5th place in the Hulset Miss Madison, the host boat here in Madison, Indiana. There you can see it. There's a good shot of the damage that's done. I cannot believe that he's powering that boat that hard with that much damage done. I don't know whether he's aware of it.
And one more bounce like that, Dick Crippen, and that boat would wipe the whole right sponson out and would be in real trouble.
I think Tommy Deeth is showing a great display of confidence in his pit crew by keeping that boat up at the speed that he's got it going right now, riding in 2nd place to this boat. The Circus Circus, Chip Hanauer, has not let off it at all from the very start of this race. He wants to see that checkered flag flying high, which would indicate that he has broken the chain of wins that Tom Deeth has gotten into the past couple of weeks. Jim Kropfeld still staying very competitive in the Winston Eagle, and they have got to just feel real good about that. They had some severe handling problems with that boat. 126.339. Chip Hanauer now settling it down just a bit.
This has been one great race day for over 100,000 fans. And, you know, about this time, we ought to thank Denny Jackson, the race chairman, and the assistant race chairman, Dan Carter. They've been very cooperative. And, of course, the president of the Madison Regatta, Dave Taylor, and the vice president, Mark Lytle. Good people with good volunteers. We always enjoy coming to Madison, Indiana.
Mark Tate aboard Oh Boy Alberto. Now, this boat was a provisional starter, which meant that if any of the other boats fell back on the start, he could move up onto the front line with the rest of them. But as a provisional, he had to trail the rest of the field. He has done well to keep the boat competitive. I think they'll be happy with the overall run. Circus Circus on the outside of that boat, getting ready to take the checkered flag. The damage continues to be the big story of the day with the Miss Budweiser, Tom Deeth. Amazing that he even held the boat out there. Here's the checkered flag out for the winner of the final heat. The championship goes to the Miss Circus Circus. Chip Hanauer, second place. An amazing story. The damage to the right sponson, Tom Deeth, in the Miss Budweiser. Third place will be the Winston Eagle. Jim Kropfeld, Steve Woomer, the entire crew happy with that third place. I'm sure it shows they're competitive. We'll be back to talk to the winner in a moment.
Back here in Madison, Indiana, I'm Jim Hendrick along with Dick Crippen as we look at the final order of finish with Circus Circus winning for the second time in 1990. The HFC High Point Series continues, and Miss Budweiser maintains a 375-point lead over its closest competitor, Circus Circus. Let's go to Dick.
Well, Chip, you said you just had to wait for one thing to foul up and you'd be in the position.
Yeah, what we learned through the week is that we couldn't go arcing through these corners with a lot of boat speed or the boat flew away on us. And we got down there and it looked like that's exactly what happened to Tom. So Dave's strategy of just, find a nice comfortable place and don't try and wing it through the corner worked good.
Well, it certainly did work good, but you didn't let up on it at all. You knew that happened to him, but you weren't going to give him a chance to catch it.
No, I was surprised it came down right side up. I thought they were going to black flag the heat, and I just kind of kept my right eye on him. I was really surprised it stayed right side up, and then he took off after us, so I knew we had to keep rolling.
In slow motion, Miss Budweiser comes off at corner number 2. The boat hits the roller, becomes airborne, cocks to the left, manages to correct when it hits stern first, and Tommy Deeth got a wild ride. Dick Crippen is with the driver in the Budweiser camp.
Well, I think I could best sum it up in the words of Chip Hanauer, who said, I didn't think he was going to come down right side up.
Oh, I tell you what, I didn't think it was either, but the Miss Budweiser definitely came down right side up, minus a few pieces, though, and I chased for a while, but then I started noticing the crack on the right air trap, and it kept getting bigger and bigger, so I just dropped in behind his wake and tried to finish.
Do you have any idea what happened? It looked like you hit a roller.
Probably hit a real bad roller down there. It was, I had a good line through the corner, but the whole corner was just sloppy mess. There's just too many rollers.
Well, the word from the crew chief is it'll be in Syracuse.
Oh, I know that. The Budweiser crew will get this thing ready, and we're ready to go again.